Hey everybody, remember when WWE Raw hit the lowest rating of all time back on July 9th? Yeah, remember that? Well, remember a couple years ago when I said that 2018 WWE would have the lowest rating of all time on Raw? Yeah, it happened, July 9th. But guess what? Last night, something else happened. The WWE broke that record, and they had the even bigger worst rating of all time. So I told people this would happen, and I'm not talking to you guys. The people that are subbed to me, most people here understand that this is what's been going on. But I'm talking to all the moronic idiots out there who are casual WWE fans who have only been fans for 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and even 6 years, who are just probably won't even be watching in a couple of years themselves. But they 2.4. But guess what? Last night, 2.3. In fact, a whole 100,000 less people watched. 100,000 less people watched the lowest rating of all time that beat the previous low rating. So that's how many dropped off from the last lowest rating. So now we're down at 2.3. I told you guys that I predict that by 2019, if nothing changes, it is possible you start seeing a lot of 2.3s, 2.2s, and 2.1s on Raw, maybe more 2.5s. And then we go into 2020 and 21, you'll start seeing the 1.9s, 1.8s, and then more falling off. So good luck to you, Fox, on that deal, you idiots. But that's the situation. We're looking at it right now, and it's probably going to be exactly what happens, because I don't know what else what else could happen. As when you look at Wrestling Inc. and a couple other websites that posted about this situation, it's bad news for the WWE. But we told you that it was going to happen. But that's what happens when you think that the guy that is the guy of your company is in the Shield, and the group gets cheered. But then when one member of the group speaks, he is booed. That is what happens when you put the belt on and you suck up to, and you give blood to, and you give swears to, and you give main events to, and you give the biggest main events at WrestleMania to the guy that most of your fans cannot stand, Roman Reigns. There is no debating this. There is no arguing this. It's a fact. Most, if not at least, just more than half of your audience hates this guy. Half of the audience hates him. Most are bored by him. Some just cheer him to piss off the people that hate him. Some people boo him because they're just bored of everything at this point. And the bottom line is, this ain't gonna get it done. In fact, I think nobody in the company right now is gonna get it done. Roman Reigns is one of the more polarizing guys, but he's being used the wrong way. That's why your product sucks. But you know what? It doesn't even matter. AJ Styles, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, they could all do amazing in the ring and do amazing things. It won't matter because the week-to-week writing and storytelling is absolutely embarrassing. It is piss-poor embarrassing to watch these writers write this garbage and this stuff get approved. Kevin Owens quit? No, he didn't. He's back to attack Lashley. Who cares? And example after example after example that we've gone over so many times at nauseum here on this show that I'm not going to do it now. You know it. I know it. The bottom line is WWE sucks right now. I don't care how much money they're making. Oh, but they're making the most money they've ever made but they're making the most money. Oh, 20 million from Fox and 200 million Saudi Arabia. Oh. It doesn't matter. You're going to have no fans eventually. If Xbox finds several different ways to have promotions, events, and make millions of dollars, but their gaming sales start declining by hundreds of thousands every single year to the point where eventually nobody buys their console, it doesn't matter how many market strategies and revenue streams you generate everywhere. You are now no longer a video game console. You are something else that makes money. But eventually those companies are going to pull out and say, we don't want your company anymore. We don't want the WWE here anymore. Do you think the prince at Saudi Arabia's going to be very, or maybe WWE will have to go global and just leave the United States. Maybe WWE will have to go to Australia. Maybe WWE will have to go somewhere in Saudi Arabia or India or somewhere to become a wrestling company, to stay a wrestling company, because I'll tell you what, the American audience is going away. And you can tell by all those empty seats all the time at Raw and SmackDown and pay-per-view events. This sure isn't the WWE that I remember, except for the WWE around 1995 and 96. I do remember it being a little bit like this then. Only trouble is there's no WCW now to come around and kick Vince in the dick. See you guys tonight for the SmackDown review. My name's Joe Cronin. Hit the sub down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, whatever you want to do. What do you think? Lowest ratings of all time beating the July lowest ratings of all time.